Be sure to order your copy of the Go-Go Offense by Coach Brennan Marion on footballgameplan.com/GoGoOffense. Coach Marion goes through the ins and outs of his explosive offense, one that's tearing up the college football field and putting a lot of points on the scoreboard. Again, you can order your copy at footballgameplan.com/GoGoOffense. Recruiting is the lifeblood of any college football program, and now more than ever, it's critical to get the right type of student athlete that'll help you push your team over the top. So let's hit the recruiting trail to see how well these teams recruited this past offseason in our recruiting roundup, powered by the Football Game Plan 400. We'll start off with the Brown Bears and new head coach and former star quarterback at Brown himself, James Perry. He has to really like what he has in incoming freshman QB Aiden Gilman. The 6'2", 210-pound QB from Seton Hall Prep here in New Jersey was well coached in high school by head coach Bill Fitzgerald and brings a ton of polish to the table as a prospect. He's an athletic QB who throws well on the move and should develop nicely under Coach Perry. Columbia's Thomas Thibault was an excellent tight end prospect in high school, and the Lions will transition him to the defensive end position. With his length, athleticism, and the way he attacks defenders in the blocking department, I have no doubt that he'll bring all of those same traits to the defensive side of the ball and be effective. I think he's going to be a fun player to watch for Columbia. The Big Red get a big lineman in Cole Anello. He's got outstanding point of attack strength, which allows him to move right defensive ends to left defensive end, clearing out massive lanes for the ball carrier. He's a good finisher who is always looking for work at both the second and third levels of defense. I'm a big fan of how Noah Roper runs the football. He runs with a certain edge and a mindset that makes you believe he's going to break every run for a touchdown. You need that type of attitude in order to thrive as a college back. When you combine what he has from a talent perspective with what Dartmouth does on the ground, it wouldn't surprise me to see him have the same level of playmaking skills that he had in high school in the Ivy League. Defensive lineman Mason Williams is what you would call a mauler up front. He delivers an explosive punch that allows him to stymie and control an offensive lineman en route to the quarterback. I think he's going to be a fantastic nuisance for that Crimson defense. Give me the wide receiver who can play above the rim and I'll win a lot of games. Nance Hill from Atlanta, Georgia can do just that. He's a big-bodied wideout that knows how to utilize his size as a skill to box out defenders. I like the acceleration he has and shows in tracking the ball as well when it's deep down the field. Princeton knows how to find very good tight end prospects like Luke Gibson. I think his blocking ability will help him find a role early on his football team, which will then allow him to show his excellent receiving ability as well. I thought he put together solid tape in high school showing a variety of college-like skills that should help him move forward. Rounding out the ancient eight with the Yale Bulldogs and defensive back Jerron Duhan from Lake Charles, Louisiana. He was a spectacular running back in high school and will make the transition to safety for the Bulldogs. He has a track background, so we know that he can fly, and that'll yield itself perfectly for him playing on the back end, as he'll have the range needed to be a problem covering sideline to sideline. It also wouldn't surprise me to see him handle some return duties as well because of how explosive he is with the ball in his hands. That's a wrap for this preview. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Also subscribe to Football Game Plan Podcast on iTunes, where you can find our FCS Opening Drive podcast, our College Football Kickoff, and our Football Game Plan 400 podcast as well. Be sure to leave us a 5-star rating while you're there. And also don't forget to check out and subscribe to the Football Game Plan Network located at youtube.com/footballgameplan. Finally, tune in every Thursday and Friday evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time to the Football Game Plan Show on the Game Plus Network. Check your cable provider for channel listings.